Perfect. How's it, guys? How are you all? Okay, so what I would like you to go through is the very first thing I want you to tell me in your business, what is not working right now? Okay, what is not working right now? Okay, and what is working. So each one of you are going to share, okay, so what's not working for me right now is this, and what is working in my business is this. So I'm going to kick off with George, since, George, you just muted yourself. So I'm going to kick off with you because you're not muted. Okay. So George, what is not working right now and what is working? So start with the not.
The not working, I'm not getting a lot of guys to do the sign-ups. I've got about 8 people that have been committing that they're interested, they want to sign up in the business and so forth, and I'm just not getting them that far to do the payments. So I spoke to about 4 of them today again, and I haven't got them that far as to commit to do the payment. 2 of them have asked to go for end of September. The one lady is going overseas. She's totally committed. She's already got 30,000 rands worth of Bitcoin that she bought, but she is interested in the business as well. So that is what's not working at the moment. I just don't get them to pay the money. I mean, they closed, they're interested, they want to join the business, and I'm not getting them that far to get to pay the money. That's my only problem now. So I'm working on that. What is working is that thing of Andrew, that video of Andrew, I watched it. I'm using that model that Andrew, on the video that Andrew used. I've changed my whole profile on LinkedIn. I'm getting a lot of hits of people inviting me to their networks, and I'm getting a lot of communication on LinkedIn. I think I've had about, today alone, I had about 15 conversations going during the day. So the LinkedIn thing is working. A lot of them is just started conversations and just chatting the whole time. So it's not, I haven't got that far with them as to take them to the video as yet. So I'm just building still. So yeah, that is working. So that's my 2 problems at the moment that I have.
Awesome, brilliant, George. So what I'm doing, I'm going to make a note of that, so then everybody can talk, and then I'll share some of the things that I've done to actually get those people to actually do those payments. Awesome, thanks, George, brilliant. Okay, so let's go with Keith. Keith, I'm unmuting you. How's it? What's not working? And
great, thanks himself. I haven't seen you for ages.
Absolutely.
I'd say one of the things that I find is not always working is with the MLG link. I want to send it to people, and they seem to be too scared to put in their email. Even though they trust me and they know everything, I want to put it in. So what I have been doing now is sending the actual video, the same video that's on the MLG link, but where they don't have to put their information in.
Okay, how do you do that?
I don't know where I got it, but I've got it on my phone on a WhatsApp.
Yes. I think that's the one. And that's the one of the interview, eh?
The exact same one with Bruce and Andrew. That's on the MLG, the link.
That's right. Yes. So that was I think the very first one was linked to a YouTube channel. That's the one.
Yes, I think that's where it comes from.
Okay, without details. Okay, cool. And what is working?
I need more to work.
I love it.
I've been busy in between the day while I'm during my working time where I get a gap, I've just been making contacts, building relationships, and I've been getting some answers back and just saying, how are you? And so on. Yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Nice. So just keep the process going. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Keith. Great. Okay, let's go with Margriet. What is not working and what is working?
Okay, so sorry guys, I'm here on my iPad. I don't want to work so loud. Excuse me. What is working is that tip that what's his name again? Philip van Rooyen, that he gave to tell people to, let's take this conversation further on WhatsApp, if you don't mind, and then giving my number first. So that's really working for me. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. What's not working is I'm not yet at the stage to see what's not working, because I still have to get my finger out of my ass and start phoning people. So what's not working is that. But
phoning.
What?
So what's not working is the fact that you're not phoning. Or
yes.
That actually is working, that you're not phoning.
What? Okay. In any case, so I was just really lucky. I don't know how. I can't even explain it as luck. Last week when I signed up my fourth guy, it was just so weird. Someone reminded me of what George says. If it's the right person, there's nothing that you can do wrong. You will sign up.
Yeah.
So I can't even tell you what I did right there. I don't think I did anything right. I was just there at the right point at the right time. I don't know. But
the LinkedIn contact.
That was the LinkedIn contact from Cape Town, who was just in Joburg for 2 days.
You see, it happens. It just gets drawn to you. So
yeah.
So the universe delivered. God delivered for you that you didn't want to make the phone call. They delivered the guy to your door.
Yeah. But I'm very excited about the 30. Spoken here. So I'm very excited about the 20 in 30 days or 60 days. So kyk nou vir Spookie. Yes, Spookie. Okay.
Spookie must be the dog.
Yeah. So now I'm ready to go.
Awesome.
Got my LinkedIn. My Trello is set up, so I'm ready to rock and roll.
Brilliant. If you want some of the ones that I've worked with and added that, just let me know and I'll just send some screenshots if you guys want to know what I've actually got. Awesome.
Okay. I think you can actually share your board as well.
Oh, can I? No.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see if I can do that. Cool.
Okay.
Spooky
That's
is
it.
not
Great.
working.
Spooky is not working, so we'll have to put you on hold. Awesome, Margriet. Thank you. Okay. Jerry in Namibia. How are you doing, my brother? Hey?
All right, Dr.
Awesome. So, Jerry, what is working for you?
Yeah, what's working maybe is only I'm very committed. I'm committed to my daily deliberations of phoning and contacting.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's I'm in control.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have a challenge with the sign-ups. I have too many people that promise, like George, to sign up, but they never did.
Okay.
The past few months, I don't know what's happening. Nobody seems to sign up. And the second not working is a duplication.
Mm-hmm.
I seems not to get the results I want into my team.
Okay. Awesome. Nice
Yeah.
one. Nice one. Super. I'll talk about both of those two just now. All right. Excellent. And well done for getting onto the Zoom training. That was excellent. And we need to set a Zoom to talk to your team about maybe you guys coming in October to meet Randy. You've met them. You'll have to bring your team to come and meet Randy and Joburg. Hey?
Okay.
Okay. We'll see what we can sort out.
All right.
Super.
Okay.
Right. Wynand and Ida. Let me unmute. You guys are gonna. There we go. Don't know who's gonna go first, but tell me what is working for you guys.
Currently, not really a lot working.
Okay.
I think what's a little bit depressing at the moment for me is people not answering their phones and also not answering WhatsApps. Even people that say they are interested, and then I call again to follow up, and then they just don't answer. So that's a big one for me.
Awesome. Okay, so I'll talk about that one as well. Right, Ida.
I'm finding that LinkedIn is still working better than Facebook, getting a lot more responses.
Nice.
I'm just not getting the numbers done.
Okay.
Start off well, and then as soon as people start chit-chatting, it just goes on and on.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And are you finding it difficult to transition to the business from the chit-chat?
Yes, and then to keep on starting new conversations while the old ones are trotting along.
True. Okay. So we'll do something just now. We'll put you on a test with Margriet. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, guys. That's really powerful information. Awesome. Okay, dokes. Heinrich, what is not working and what is working for you?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, cool. So what is not working at school and being in grade 11 and experiencing a lot of like schoolwork and everything, and then also extra jobs that I have to do to buy mining equipment still, and then also to follow a career after school as well. So that's what's not working. And what is working, I have a few people that I came in contact with and friends and stuff that have like $5,000 lying around they would like to buy stuff with, and I told them don't buy random stuff. I have a way you can invest your money and get returns, and there's one kid that wanted to buy like a $200 or $250 mine, not sure.
Well done.
So that's what I'm working on.
Brilliant. Well done. Awesome. Well done. Nice. I like that. So it's still focusing on the retail mining. Cool. Man, I can't wait for you to finish school.
Yeah, me too. No worries. Me too.
Awesome. Okay. Before we go to Michelle and Eugene, Delara, do you want to say anything, or are you happy to be quiet for now?
I am actually quite glad I joined tonight. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Because it's actually quite refreshing to hear that everybody else is also going through what I've been going through. That's why I've been so withdrawn. So it's actually, I don't know if it's
I can hear it in your voice.
What Ida was saying about the numbers, and Michelle, once you said, just set aside an hour. But that hour is not just, then people start chatting to you during the day, and then it cuts into your work time, and it really becomes overwhelming at times. And that's why I just needed to take a break, and I just withdrew for a while because it was just getting too much. And and the moment I stepped back into it, just yesterday I had an ex-tenant of mine wanting to know more about the business, and in fact I've got to give him a call tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And I'm so scared I'm going to say the wrong thing and chase a potential client away. And I know it's all about the three-way calls and all of that, but yeah, it's just sometimes I feel like I'm just gonna blow it, you know, and then I don't do anything.
Love your transparency and love your honesty. So we'll talk about that as well. Fantastic, Delora. Thanks so much for sharing. And hey, welcome back. We missed you.
Let me just show you the newest or the youngest MLG or LG member here. So that's how far on off.
What's his name?
Dayan.
Dayan, hi Dayan, how are you?
Fine.
Great. At least you're young and your mom's teaching you to make lots of money. I love it. Awesome. Oh, nice. Thanks for sharing, Delora. Awesome. Okay, let's now do. Let me unmute the two of you, or maybe you must unmute yourself. It doesn't want to unmute. Then Michelle, and there we go. Right. I don't know who's going first, but what is working and what's not working? Oops.
There we go.
Okay. Cool.
Ladies first.
Okay. Mesh, maybe just a suggestion. I don't know if anyone's having this hiccup as well. So when people watch the video link, then they click, I'm interested in strategy 1 or strategy 2, or I want more info or whatever it is. But then I don't think no message pops up on the screen. So I get like 6 emails from one person. I keep clicking on it, expecting something else to happen.
I know previously we did get a screen just before we changed the videos. It actually did say something about your mentor will contact, or this person will contact you, but that's fallen away again. So
awesome. I'm going to just right now type to the key decision makers right this second, because we've got to work on that, and I think we've forgotten those follow-up videos. When are we doing the follow-up emails to MLG link? Perfect. Sent it. Right, done. Okay, super nice. I agree with you. That's something that hasn't been. They never linked the old and the new together. They just literally wiped out everything that we had and just stuck that video in there. So that needs to be fixed. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. So what is working? Yeah.
Okay, well, a hiccup I'm having is I battle with structure. So I'm battling to balance work, kids, house, LG, training the team, getting back to connections, making connections. I feel like I'm juggling 60 things at once and actually getting nothing. I feel like I get nothing done. And I'm guessing it feels like it now, but maybe in a month or two, I'm going to see the progress. I'm hoping. It's my intention. Okay.
Awesome. I'll give you a nice hint on what to do there to help you with that.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Your turn?
You done?
Yeah, done.
No, she's going to add another one just now. She's going to give you a chance because she's going to say what you're going to say. I know how it works. So I'm saying you first, and then she can come back. Right.
Okay, so what's working for me is definitely the LinkedIn. Okay, so that's really getting a lot of conversations going, a lot of connections, much better than Facebook, and even from my own phone book.
Nice.
So yeah, conversations are going good. However, what I find is a lot of the conversations halfway through, when you start asking, is this the only thing you do, even before you get to the question of, would you be interested in looking, or, are you open to looking at something else? Then they just stop replying on any of those. So I don't know if I'm maybe transitioning too fast, or I'm not too sure. I'm just basically following all the steps of what Andrew's video is. So if the answer is X, then I just follow with the next one. So I don't know, should I be more concerned about maybe their family and stuff, or spreading it? But yeah,
okay.
I'm literally taking Andrew step by step and using that. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong there. However, the ones that I do get through with, and then actually, get the answer and everything, no, they would be open to the opportunity and stuff. Having the conversation of, okay, look, let me know when you've got 5 minutes. I'll give you a phone call. I get the phone number and everything, but then boom, MFL, so NFL. So yeah, it's just suddenly they go into hiding and they never answer the phone. So
brilliant, nice, awesome. Mish, you want to add anything else?
No, it's good.
Are you
maybe
sure?
Nana.
Okay, cool.
I'll think about it.
Awesome, nice.
I can just add on what Eugene is saying. I'm getting exactly that as well. That they just disappear. You without even coming to a point where you go into the question of crypto and stuff like that. They just start disappearing, and it's like they're getting hardful to talk to you, so they just disappear. So I'm getting that as well. But yes, there's a few that just carries on. So it's not only Eugene that gets the problem. I think a lot of us can get that problem as well.
Awesome. So let's deal with that one first, because if you think about it, these prospects that we're now filling our funnel with on LinkedIn are cold prospects. Okay, all of them are cold. So my first question is, how are you? Are you specifically focusing on like salespeople, or are you just friending anybody, or what's your processes? Is anybody like George? If you can tell me, are you specifically honing in on different industries?
Michelle, I go for people that CEOs and business owners and then a lot of friends of friends. In other words, a lot of guys that I'm already friends with, and that's my hot market that I know, and I go up their friends, which are all people that's in businesses and stuff like that. So, I mean, these people that's telemarketers and those people, I don't even go for them because they just don't have money. The first thing they tell you is they don't have money, so I don't go for them anymore. I go for the big people and peer and above, as we've learned it, and then a lot of my friends' friends, I go for them as well. So yeah, that's what I do.
Brilliant. Nice, thanks, George. And Eugene, are you much the same, or?
Yeah, look, I basically search under marketing and advertising. Okay, so then I start looking there, and then I'm very specific as well. So I won't just click on everyone. So I look at it's got to be business members, or it's either got to be a sales manager or a sales director or something like that. So also, like George says, it doesn't help you go and start a conversation with someone that that they just won't have the money. Okay, and then a big ticket item at the moment is because like recruiters and property agents and stuff, they're all suffering at the moment, estate agents and stuff. So I kind of like to go with them. I feel that your property side of it, they're a bit more talkative than most of the other guys. So yeah, look, there's various. You get some entertainment guys and stuff that really start off well, and then they're like, look, get straight to the point. They sort of tell you, get straight to the point. What do you want? Yeah. So, and then you say this, and then they say, oh, look, I'm not interested. I need to know something tangible. And then
brilliant. So remember, with the cold market, going back to the cold market, you're looking at between 700 and 600 people that you're going to have a conversation with. Okay, so go and look at your numbers, and you might have, so go and look at your conversations. So you might have been doing, say, 20 a day, and you might have done 200, you might even have 1,000. But the actual conversations need to be 700 to get 20 on a cold market. Okay, so that's all Andrew does, is he just whacks that 50 a day, 50 a day, 50 a day. He's bought the professional package, and he knows it's the odds. So that's the most important thing, and that's why we'll get demoralized, because we're not used to that vast number. So let me share with you guys. If any of you have got any teenager, youngster, anybody that's like can go in and search engine give them the job. So my granddaughter in the UK, who's 16, has my LinkedIn profile, and she connects to, and I only go for salespeople or people in the sales industry, okay, in the Johannesburg, Pretoria area, okay? There's lots of them. And so she's been doing 50 connects with me. I've told her what, when they ask, you send this. When they do this, they send this. The moment it comes to the phone number, I get involved. I don't even look at my LinkedIn until I have a phone number. Okay, so that's how you can save a lot of time. So what you could do, and I've incentivized her, and I've said to her that I will pay her for every conversation that comes back with me. So she's got to be really deliberate in making sure she does her work every single day. So she takes an hour a day, and she does 50 connects for me, okay, and 50 and whatever conversations come back. And then she WhatsApp me and says, Gran, you've got, and she screenshots, Gran, you've got this one, this one, this one, and this one. Please follow up. Then it's my job to go on and follow up. Okay. So sometimes there are people in our lives that really could go and do that work. And you've got a young son who I'm pretty sure wouldn't mind making a little bit of money to buy some more knives. Okay. So you can say, this is the expectation, and you can connect with and focus on sales people. Right now, I've got 22 conversations that I've got going with the links sent out. And because they're salespeople, I still have the door open because they're not making money, but they have the money to pay the $600. Okay. And when you show them the compensation plan, they fire it up. So it's all part of the exposure of, okay, so if you could make an extra $1,000 a month, 15,000 Rand, would you be, and it was, you know, if I could show you a way how to do it, are you willing to follow a process? You're in sales already. You know how to sell, so selling is not a problem. And I've just done, and I'm focusing on an area and said, let's go for it. So next month, as soon as my people from Ladysmith are back, that's my area. And I'm going to go to Ladysmith and maybe spend a week there and just do, they will have to see the links, get them into presentations and that kind of thing. So also go and focus on an area that you know you're going into. Potchefstroom, George, focus on salespeople in Potchefstroom and just hit them. Just hit, because you've got a property in Potchefstroom. So just start conversations. And so the next time you go there, maybe you'll grab coffee with a few of them. Okay, so that's all I've done on LinkedIn, is been very specific in sales. I've left the real estate agents alone because everybody's hitting the real estate agents. Okay, so I've left them alone. But I've gone in for sales, and whether it's car sales, whether it's whatever sales, just if they've got sales in, and my opening line is Andrew's opening line, which is let me just find, where's my LinkedIn? Closed it. See, I don't even keep my LinkedIn open. Let me see my opening conversations.
Isn't that how you find the economic climate?
Yeah, that one. So it's the first is oh goodness gracious me, not that one. Let's go to this one. Gosh, there's another. Okay. Hi. Okay, so they connect back with me. So I say, hi Duncan, thank you for connecting with me. I see you have an impressive sales background. How are you finding business in the current economic climate? He comes back and he tells me his sob story. Now listen. And my granddaughter's got her little formula that she has to follow, and she just changes a few words for each one and puts it in. And then it's like, hey, I agree that things are tough out there. Look, I can't promise you anything, but I'm looking to explode in South Africa in the cryptocurrency with high caliber people like yourself. So you're an idiot if you're not going to answer me back, because you just said you're not a high caliber person. Of course you're going to have a conversation with me, okay? High caliber person. So I know this is a shot in the dark, but may I ask if you'd also keep your options open to making money outside of what you're currently doing? Thanks. I'm always open to discussions. I believe in investigating all options. And that's where you start the conversation. So I'll copy paste those. Those are my standard. She types them. I don't even put them in. Okay, she's typing them for me, she's doing them for me, and then the moment she, then it's, if I would send you some information to look at, would you take 50 minutes to watch the video? The moment he comes back to me and he says yes, I say, great, let's take this conversation offline. I like to connect with people. Here's my mobile number. Can you please give me yours? And I'll wait for that. If they don't send me the mobile and they want an email, I say, terribly sorry, I'm not prepared to do business with somebody who's not prepared to have a conversation with me. Next. Okay, they come back and say, oh, sorry, you know, this is the reason, whatever it might be. And she's got all her little scripts that she's, oh, if he says this, you go, I will put this one in. And she just copy pastes. And it's so it's a process.
May?
Yeah.
Sorry, can I ask you something? So if they don't send, if you send them your number and they don't send you theirs, do you actually reply something back eventually, or you just leave it hanging?
I just leave it hanging. Leave it hanging completely.
And move on.
And just move on. They'll come back to me because it's going to be left hanging there, and they're going to look like the idiot for not just giving me a cell phone number or having a comment. If you're in sales, what do? Sales is about conversations.
Connecting.
Sales is about talking to people. That's why I'm very successful in all my conversations. Mostly I'm finding the women are coming back to me and saying, no, not interested, but the men are open. Okay. So I'm finding a lot of that.
Do you think it's got something to do with you being a female speaking to the men, or the men speaking to the men, or the?
No, I just think it's just the industry. It's more of a male-dominated industry. Yeah, I've had one or two women follow through, but like this Charmaine Benz, for example, she said, "Good evening. I'm sorry for the delayed response. Thank you for the compliment. Business is tough, but it's never giving up. And I see you're a Hillcrest girl. I was in Durban 7 years ago. Best school ever." So now there's a nice response from a female. So I'm looking forward to chatting with her. And then, of course, I've got Hillcrest and all of that as a common chat. So yeah, so she's the first positive female conversation I've had back. So it's really interesting.
Most of my replies are also men, yeah.
Absolutely. So, and that's what I said to Andrew Harasidis as well. Stay away from the women if you're a man, because most of them are not going to respond anyway. But remember, it's cold market. That's what I want to highlight. So you have to understand I'm doing the numbers. And if you're doing, say, 10 a day, that's how many days?
I'm about on 20 a day. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go for this. Let's go 700 divided by 20. That's 35 days. Okay, before you've even got anybody sort of like even looking at you as a response. So if you're doing that over 5 days, that's 7 weeks. So it's 7 weeks of perseverance. Do you see why I've taken that task away and given the skeleton and just said, just keep connecting 50 or 50. And when I left for let's see, where do I see my network here? I don't even know how to work this thing. Okay, so when I left for Malaysia, I think I had 260 connects. I've got 555 today, just when I appointed her when we went to Malaysia. So, and I've got lots of conversations. When I went on just now, it was 15 conversations. So it's like, and I've got the old conversations that I've got through where the 17 that I'm literally got to the stage where they're watching the link. And because they're salespeople, they don't hang up on you. Okay, so they might go quiet, but you just WhatsApp them. I just say, hey, trying to give you a call today. I know that sales is tough, and I know you're probably trying to sell your cars right now. And but hey, you know what? I found an easier way. Let me know when you're ready to chat. And they come back and say, no, I'm on a course or I'm on this, but we can chat on Thursday. Okay, and then when Thursday comes, I'll send them a WhatsApp. Say, hey, I'm going to give you a call in the next hour. Is that okay? Okay, just send them a WhatsApp. They'll say, if they disappear and say nothing, then I'm not even going to pick up the phone. I'll leave it until they answer me back. Okay, so use your WhatsApps. It's really, really powerful with regards to that. So again, going back to Wynand, yours as well, and Ida, it's about doing the numbers. With regards to people not answering, just remember it's about doing the numbers. So let's go back to understanding that, let me just find this one. I think it's work smart, work hard. Where's the one with doing the numbers? It's the other one. Oh yes, there we go. So remember, 200 would be your relatively warm to hot market. Then on 700 for you to get 60 to say they're going to watch it. So you just got to get through those numbers. If they go into witness protection, the best is to send a WhatsApp message to them. Okay. People do not like answering the phone anymore. And that's that's the space we're all in right now. So try the WhatsApp message first. Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a call in the next hour, or just keep the conversation going on WhatsApp. You know what? Hey, I saw you saw the video. What did you like best about it? And you know, and then tell a story or something, and just wait for them to respond back to you. So just keep going through that one, Wynand. It is depressing because you feel like you have leprosy, but the best thing I learned, I used to take it very personally. Very personally. You can ask Ant. It really, I mean, you know, when you walk down the aisle, if it's a friend, you can see them ducking and they're pushing the trolley and leopard crawling through the supermarket because they're trying to avoid you. Okay, so we've all been there, and it's all part and parcel of the phase that we're in. Okay, so just remember that. So
okay, good.
And just go for sales. Go for salespeople, because salespeople are battling at the moment. Okay, and they will take you as far down the process as you possibly can, because they're looking for something. And mine often is, hey, it might not be for you, but you know, it's worth your while going through the whole research process. I call it a research process. Always have, and I'd love to take you along the process. There's a few steps that we're going to take. Hey, the end of the process, it's either for you or it's not for you. But at the end of the day, at least you're going to be the person at the bar that knows more information. Okay. And that helps you go from exposure to exposure to exposure. Now, one of the things that I learned with Eric Worre is one step further. Let me just find my Trello. Is 6 trial questions that you can ask people. Okay, so this is going to help you close. So every single time you interact with a person, okay, so they watch your link. So these are your 6 closing questions that you're going to ask to test to see how far they are. Okay, the first one is, obviously we know the first one is, what did you like best about what you saw? Okay, so we know that's your first standard one, so that you get the good out of the conversation. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you're not interested at all. 10, you're ready to get started right now. Where are you? Okay, a scale of 1 to 10. No, this is not for you. 1, 10, I'm like in, I'm started, I'm signing up right now. Where are you? And most of them are going to give you a 4 or a 5, which means you know you can carry on the conversation. They've told you and given you permission to carry on the conversation. Very powerful. Okay. The second one is, hypothetically, off the record. Maybe I'll copy paste all of this to you guys. There's going to be, hypothetically, off the record, if you were going to get started with this business and build it part-time, okay, approximately how much would you need to earn per month to make this worth your while? Now they give you a figure. The moment they're giving you a figure, okay, so the first one, you've semi-closed them because they've given you an answer. The second one, on a scale of 1 to 10, they've given you an answer. So you've closed them there. The third one, the fact that they give you a figure, you've closed them again. I think I need my cough mixture. Okay, the fourth one is, realistically, how many hours per week would you commit to that kind of income? Okay, and then number 5, how many months would you be willing to work those hours for? Hold on, my husband's bringing me my cough mixture. Hold on.
Hi, Doc Kent. The sound is off.
Okay, go first.
That's just Michelle making sure that you guys can't hear me. That's all. I'm very sorry I missed you guys on Saturday. I missed all of you. All I can say to you is that I did the best thing ever, and that was stay in bed. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even hear Michelle leave. I slept until 11:30. I went to Piddle, and I woke up again at 4 o'clock. And I'm like, oh my God, can you believe it, that a human being can sleep so much? And Sunday I was bad. George heard my voice, and Paul actually forced me to go to the doctor. So I'm glad we did. And I do feel better, but you can see we're still snotty and what have you, and then this one is not choking up. But hey, all I want to say to you guys is look after your health, because you are the only you that you have. And you make this team. We love you. Look after yourself. Cheers.
That was your motivational speech.
Must have your vitamins and then you will never get sick.
Exactly. Tell him. And then I get sick because he got sick. Okay, so the fourth one is realistically, how many hours per week are you prepared to commit to that kind of income? And they're going to think about it and they'll give you an answer. And then the fifth one, the sixth one, and then you relate, if I would you, and you relate to what they've just told you. So if I could show you, if we could carry on along this process and I could show you a way that you could earn $1,000 a month, 15,000 Rand a month, and you could do it over 6 hours a week, and you're prepared to commit the next month. If I could show you that, are you willing to continue to go along the process? If I could actually show and give you some evidence. They're going to say, they can't say no because they've answered along the way. Then they say yes, so great. Remember, this is a research process showing you how to do that. So the next thing is I would like to suggest, so you're taking them, so after the video you could do it, after you've taken them to a presentation you could do it, after you've done a one-on-one you could do it, all those kind of things. Okay, so I did that with Nas Burta today, and he's in. He's just got to go, they just got to go and sit down and work out how much, when they're going to actually just, how much they want to do for the mining. They're going to go and sort of talk about it, and then we'll close them before month end. So he's got nothing to do at the moment, so we might as well start the process. So it really, really, really works nicely. And I keep it on my phone because I can't remember all those things. I've got a little brain. But if you practice it more and more and more, you'll remember it as you go along. So remember to try and every time if you get them to answer you close them. So if somebody went along the whole process and said, so if I was able to show you a way to do this, when do you think you could pay your 600 Rand? $600. Okay, so if I could show you this, when would you be, especially if they answered, yeah, they maybe a 5. Okay, because then I now need to say, okay, so what more exposure do you need for me to show you to take you from 5 to 10? What do you need? Okay, and they will tell you, and that's how you're going to take them along that process. If they're a 1 or 2, say great. So I can see maybe this is either it's not for you, not your cup of tea, or what more would you like me to show you to take you along the process? Okay, so just to keep taking them through that process. And this is on Eric Worre's Fortune and the Follow-Up. Amazing, amazing, amazing. 35, well, an hour. It's really brilliant. Okay, so so that answers that one. So LinkedIn. Oh, the other thing you can do on your LinkedIn is in your industry or in somebody else's industry. So if I'm, for example, in sales, I would post an article to do with sales. So I know Barry Mitchell's Sales Explosion is coming up. So I'm going to put my links in. I'm going to phone them and say, listen, if anybody clicks this link, they linked to me. I know that it's coming up in October. I think it's 18th to the 20th. And I would then post a couple of articles about how to improve your sales. Okay, because all my people are salespeople that I've collected. And so it'll be a really interesting article for them. And that way they interact on your article, and also you're giving them good information. Okay, so always remember the people on your LinkedIn, you need to give them some information. So once a month, once a week, post an article about something, not cryptos, something that adds value to them. Okay. Because that always helps. So make sure you've got an article. And the reason why I remember this is because my granddaughter just SMS'd me today and said, "Listen, you haven't posted an article yet." I told her she must remind me if I don't post an article by the 25th of the month, she must remind me. Okay, because we forget, and I've completely forgotten. So I must do an article. So now I'm going to do the sales one. So I hope this is helping to focus a bit on closing, because that's where most of us are battling. Again, George, with regards to what we did with Michelle and Eugene last month, and that was, hey, you know that the longer you leave this, with the dollar doing what it is to the rand right now, it's going higher and higher. So my suggestion is it's just dropped a little bit. It's now, last week we were sitting at close to 8,900 Rand to register. It's come down a little bit. My suggestion is don't leave it too long, because with this land claims and all the rest of it, it could change again, and save yourself $500. Okay, so just try that one. Or go back to them and just say, okay, fine. So on a scale of 1 to 10, start that conversation with them. Okay, you've told me what you like. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? Okay, and then start those conversations with them. That'll help a lot. Duplication, signups. Jerry, what I would like to suggest for you is perhaps get more and more people onto retail mining before you put them onto Value Club. Maybe try with a small retail mine, so they're in the system, that kind of thing. That's what I would try. I did that with my Nigerians, and it works well. They get in maybe with a $100 or a $250 mining contract, tell them they start making money, and then you've got their database, you've got them on a database, and then invite them to the weekly presentation that we're going to be starting, and then slowly they will see the value in it. Okay, so maybe that's a nice way of exposures for them. That's what I would do. And that's what I've suggested to Heinrich. That's why Heinrich is closing retail miners, getting them in, experiencing it, and taking time for that. Okay, so this, the other thing I wrote down, payments we've covered. Yeah, okay, so again, MLG links, but you've solved your own problem there with that one, so that's good. Sign-ups, duplication. All right, I think I've covered everything, because most of it was balancing, finding the time, and mastering the LinkedIn, and realizing it's a cold market. So put some stats somewhere, you know, so at the end of every week, say, okay, fine, I'm now, like, you could write it down at the beginning of the week. I had, like me, 555. At the end of the week, I've got it'll be 700. Okay, so work out what 5 times 5 is 25. Add that to the 50. It's like 700, 800. That means I've done that. But how many conversations have I got back? Okay, so I list my conversations, because remember, my conversations are going on my Trello. So every conversation I'm having, I'm loading it on my Trello so I can follow them on a process. Okay, so I know the numbers, and then just see what's working for you, what's not working for you, and hit sales. Just hit sales at the moment, because you know, and anybody that's in BMW, say, gee, I'd love you to meet a lady who just bought an X6 for 162,000 Rand. Would you love to meet someone like that? Like, what? Are you crazy? Anyone in car sales? Yeah, get you on a phone call to her. She can tell you how she did it. Okay. So use stories to be able to help with that. So I hope this helps. Anybody want to ask a question? Gosh, time has flown, eh? I can't believe we've got 5 minutes left. Guys, this has been absolutely amazing. I've learned a lot from you guys. So anybody want to pass a comment? I'm recording again. Pleasure, Ida. I just seen your comment. Yes, Eugene.
Look, the only thing I can say is with regards to, you know, what Michelle was saying previously also, you know, you start conversations and eventually find yourself running around the whole day trying to get conversations done. I think, again, it's structure and posture. you know, you should be disciplined enough on yourself to say, look, my time is 8 to 9 or whatever it is at night, and that's the only time I'm going to open my phone and actually do the connections with someone. You know, if you're one of those OCD people that cannot leave a message unread, then, you know, I feel for you, but
yeah, Delara, thank you for bringing that up, Eugene. So we got 5 minutes left. So, for example, if you were on WhatsApp with me and I said to you, oh, I'm in the spaghetti industry, how would you transition me from spaghetti industry to crypto? Okay, that's what we've got to learn. Okay, so if George had to tell me I'm in the spaghetti industry, I would answer, wow, that's absolutely fantastic. Spaghetti is very much like the internet. It's all linked together and connected. Would you agree with me? Yes, it is. Okay, so I've now taken their industry and my industry and I've tied it together. Okay, so think of something else and throw it at me and let me see if I can connect it for you. Keith will think of a tough one, I know. Okay, so this is what Ant and I used to do when driving in the car and you've got no conversation. Okay, connecting things. Postcards. Okay, gosh, postcards. Did you know that the internet has moved away from the postcard system? And I don't know, have you ever heard of blockchain? Blockchain is very similar to a postcard system. Okay. So tie their terminology to this. So there's your homework for the next, every time you're traveling in the car, and you can teach your kids. Your kids are more creative than you, and they'll probably teach you a thing or two as you go along. And say, right, we've got to tie this conversation to pearl necklaces. Okay. So you string pearl necklaces. That's absolutely amazing. Did you know that the internet through blockchains actually connected much like a bunch of pearls, and each one's got to be connected in order for the transactions to be verified and for no one to hack the system, and for a full set of pearls, they need to be connected together. We can tie anything back. We're just going to learn the art of thinking quick when someone says, oh, they're in whatever industry it is. Tied back to, gee, you know what, that sounds a lot like that blockchain thing. What do you know about blockchain? You know, it's like connecting things together or whatever. You can connect people and you start a conversation and say, hey, you know what, if I was going to send you a video that could show you actually how this connects to your industry, would you be open to watching it?
I own a mechanical workshop and I work on cars.
So you're a mechanical workshop and you work on cars. Wow, Keith, that's absolutely amazing. So tell me something, how many parts are there? There must be so many parts to a car, am I right?
Many parts, yes.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you've actually realized that the internet is so intricate that there's so many different parts of how the internet actually works. Do you know how it works?
Not really.
Awesome. So have you heard of something by the name of like blockchain?
I know about chains that drive certain parts of the motor car.
Keith, I know what blockchain you're thinking about. You're thinking about that big block with a chain that pulls the engine out. No, this is nothing
yes, the
like
block
that.
And tackle.
Okay, that's what you're thinking of, aren't you? Okay, Keith, if I was to send you a video and show you what the internet blockchain is and it's not yours, would you be open to watching it?
Oh, that would be great. I'd like to see something different.
Awesome. Okay, so you can tie anything to it. You're just going to think, okay, blockchain. Oh, I know a little bit of what's it? Oh, I don't know. It's not a blockchain. I know, but it just sounded good. Okay, just as long as it's not a, you know, I'm in prison and I've got a ball and chain. Okay, so. Okay, guys, it's exactly 10 o'clock. I've recorded this, so we'll send it through. So your homework this week is to continue with your connects, conversations. Remember, it's the 10 days, conversation, conversation, conversation. And then practice your conversations like, so George, if you're in, Tessa says to you, knives and forks, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? Then tie a conversation to it. Okay, so just practice with each other on how you can link this industry to other industries. Okay, very powerful. Right, thank you guys. Thank you for a great session. Anybody want to say something? Are you all good? Cool. Chat soon.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Okay. Awesome night.